Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with some mostly sunny conditions as we start a stretch of some hot and humid weather over the next couple days, as well as each evening we'll see a weak boundary try to push through the area, bringing us a low chance of some showers and storm as we go over the next couple evenings. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure mainly in control over the area, an area of low pressure over the Great Lakes region that's going to track off to the east-northeast, and that boundary trailing behind it will try to push through the area as it decays as we go through the overnight hours, bringing us that slight chance of a shower or storm through the overnight hours. Right now, conditions are looking pretty good with a few clouds at 25,000 feet, seeing some haze out there. Otherwise, winds slightly breezy out of the south-southwest around 8 knots, temperature at 82 degrees, and relative humidity is at 82%. If we look at the current visible satellite, we could see mainly clear skies over the local region. There are a few showers well off the coast, but otherwise more clouds off to the northwest. That will be tracking towards the east, and we'll start to see some of those clouds build in later in the day and into the evening hours as that decaying boundary tries to push into the local area. But we can see those south-southwesterly breeze over the area, and starting off with temperatures getting into the 80s this morning. If you look at the short-term high-resolution model, we'll see that as we go through the day today, expecting mainly dry conditions. Getting into the late afternoon, could see a pop-up shower or storm mainly well north of the local area, and then we'll see this boundary try to push its way into the area. The model here is probably the most bullish with these showers and storms pushing through. They're really going to struggle as the sun sets to keep themselves together and push through the area. So this model obviously on the bullish side, showing plenty of activity getting into the area, but it's not as much agreement in the other modeling with that. And then that should wrap up as we get just past the midnight time frame, with things staying warm and muggy and then getting hot and humid once again as we go through the day on Friday. We'll see slightly breezy conditions continue, and then once again as we go into Friday evening, we get another weak boundary trying to push through the area with some showers and storms pushing through during the overnight hours. Once again, these are going to struggle as they lose that daytime heating. This model once again on the bullish side, pushing through some showers and storms through the overnight. And then we see that wrap up again not long after midnight, where we'll see continued warm and muggy conditions. Start the day on Saturday with another hot and humid day. Saturday, again, mainly dry through most of the day, but a slightly better chance of some pop-up showers and storms later in the afternoon, and then another more potent boundary tries to push its way through in the overnight hours, and that's going to provide some relief from the heat as we get into the end of the weekend. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, again expecting hot and humid conditions with those temperatures getting up to around 92, 93 degrees this afternoon. We'll see these heat index values getting above 100 likely after 10 a.m. this morning, seeing them up to 100 to 105 as we get into the afternoon. So we do pick up that orange risk for that heat index above 100 this morning, and then a red risk this afternoon, and then tapering down to an orange risk as we start to see temperatures cooling down as we go into the evening hours. Otherwise, expecting a breezy day today with those winds picking up out of the southwest to south-southwest, 10 to 15 to 11 to 16 knots, gusting up to 23 knots as we get into the afternoon. And then we'll see those winds relax a bit as we go through the overnight hours. So we do have that yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots. As we go into the overnight hours, mainly after 20 local, we pick up that about 25% chance of a shower or storm pushing through the area. That should start to taper off as we approach 3 a.m. on Friday. And then we go back to green conditions to start the day on Friday with a partly cloudy sky and continued warm and humid conditions with a slight breeze. Tides are running normal at the moment. If we look at the next couple of days, Friday's looking partly cloudy. We'll see those clouds increasing later in the day as another boundary approaches. We'll have that slight chance of a shower or storm, mainly late as that boundary approaches. Overall, hot and humid day. Once again, we'll see those heat index values up to 106, and a slightly breezy day with a high around 95. Expecting that breeze to be a little weaker than what we see today, so do not have that yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knot, green for that for our Friday, but we do have that yellow risk for precip or lightning. Again, that threat is mainly late in the day and into the evening hours. As we go into Friday evening, we'll see partly cloudy. Could see mostly cloudy conditions at times as we have a slight chance of a shower or storm, mainly early on in the evening. Continuing slightly breezy conditions through the evening hours. We'll have a low around 79 degrees, so we have that yellow risk for precip and lightning, as well as a chance for some reduced ceilings of visibilities with that shower activity. As we go into Saturday, we'll see partly to mostly cloudy conditions. We'll have a chance of some afternoon or evening showers or storms continuing into the evening and overnight. Otherwise, another hot and humid day. We'll see those heat index values once again up to 106 degrees with an actual high around 94 degrees. We'll see slightly breezy conditions continue for Saturday. So we do have that slightly stronger gust expected for Saturday. So we go back to a yellow risk of winds that are above 25 knots, and then we have that those yellow risks for precip, lightning, and reduced ceilings and visibilities with that shower and storm activity. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.